districts in the state of Nevada, but this is number one, and I want you to know what a pleasure it is to be in this position, to be able to welcome you this evening for this wonderful groundbreaking for Fernley Intermediate number 2. As you know, the name will be chosen by our students in Fernley, so it will be quite exciting what they propose to our Board of Trustees later in the fall. At this time, I would just also like to thank all of the folks who have been so instrumental in making sure that we're here this evening. A school this size in this economy is a real leap of faith by our trustees, and I believe they deserve a special round of applause. Lyon County School District is the only school district in the northern part of Nevada that's building a school this year, and we are so happy that this is occurring because we have overcrowding in our elementary and intermediate schools here, and we need the very best educational opportunities for our students. At this time, I would like to introduce one of Fernley Intermediate students' special singers, and her name is Alexis Armstrong, and she will be singing the National Anthem. So if you would please rise.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Fernley's newest mayor, Mayor Leroy Goodman.
It's great to be here. What an exciting day for all of us in Fernley that have been here for a while. Which is another intermediate school. I go back to the days when Joe Mortensen and Neil McIntosh and a few others around here were being taught by this old butter. I was a teacher for 14 years, and what a great time. This is really exciting. It shows a commitment on Lyon County, the residents of Lyon County, to continue quality education for the whole community, not only in Fernley, but for everyone. And it's exciting to see something like this happening, especially in this economy, and it's good for everybody. So I commend the school board and everyone for doing this, being here, and great turnout. We have hot dogs on sale over there later on. We can raise some money to retire the debt. Jim Huckabee told me to say that. Anyway, thanks everybody for being here. I don't want to bore you with anything. We have several people to say something, and what a great deal. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. At this time, I'd like to introduce our board president, Mr. Charles Shirley.
I just have a couple things here. On behalf of the Lyon County School District, the Board of Trustees, I would like to thank all of you for coming out and celebrating the groundbreaking of our newest addition to the Lyon County School District, Fernley Intermediate 2. And I think once the kids get that name out there, that'll also change. Before we start the ceremonial groundbreaking, there are a few people in the district needs to recognize for their hard work, efforts, in getting us to this point. First and foremost, we need to recognize the taxpayers of Lyon County for the commitment to education and passing the 10-year rollover bond in 2006. And I think that's what you think. This bond has allowed the district to construct much needed site improvements around the district, as well as the funding for this new school. There have been so many people who have helped us get to this point with FIS 2. I would like to recognize the following people and organizations. Former Mayor Todd Cutler and the Fernley City Council for their support. The City of Fernley Planning Commission. Greg Evangelatos, excuse me for the pronunciation. Fred Tuner, Will Patton, Randy Rudy, and the entire City of Fernley staff for their commitment to working together with the district. Wyndham Kingsley, Pat Cusick, Mike Pertel, Mike Brown, and all the other architects from Tate, Snyder, and Kimsey Architects, who have spent countless hours in capturing our thoughts and concepts on paper. A great big thanks to all the teachers, parents, community, members and staff who participated in the Educational Specifications Committee. Their feedback has been invaluable. Thanks to the steering committee for their tireless work. Trustee James Huckabee, Jake Chapin, Megan LaPointe, Ryan Cross, Jennifer Johnson, Jack Marriott, Pat Cusick, and Keith Savage. Our thanks to the superintendent, Caroline McIntosh, for keeping us focused on the commitment to doing what is best for kids. Thanks to Mr. Donald Gorman for working with us in purchasing the great school site we are standing on today, as well as thanks to Mr. Jason Dietz from Lakemont Homes for helping us in the purchase of the other half of this property that the new elementary school will be built on. We would like to recognize our general contractor, Raphael Construction. We are looking forward to a great partnership for the next 12 months. You notice we said 12 months there. A special thanks to Rob Winkle from the law firm of Malcolm, Cox & Leroy for handling a very complex land transaction for the district. A special thanks to Mike Bennett, Audrey Miller, and Cecilia Hamilton from Loomis & Associates Engineering for the commitment to the Lyon County School District. And finally, a very special thanks to Mr. Huckabee, one of our trustees. James has been part of this project from the very start. He's traveled around the area with Mr. Savage in search of property. He met with potential sellers, was on the Educational Specifications Committee, the steering committee, was part of many other meetings with the City of Fernley, our architects, attorneys, and engineers. And also, after Neil took office, he was very involved with that too, Mr. McIntosh. So I'd also like to thank him. The district is very grateful for their commitment and dedication to our students in Lyon County. Once again, thanks go out to the residents of Lyon County for the continued support and commitment to our students. So at this time, are some of them Mr. Tom Grady, Mr. Leroy Goodman, and my fellow board members, trustees and Superintendent Caroline McIntosh, and Associate Superintendent Keith Savage, please join me in the ceremonial groundbreaking. Ready to? Wait a minute.
Oh, good.
All right.
Thank you for coming out, Leroy. Thank you for coming out.
We are always supported and we certainly appreciate it. Thank you again for coming.